I lost everything. Fuck. Welcome to Freak Show! Please take as many pictures as you like. Just do not use your flash. Hashtag Freak Show LA on all your posts. And please check in at Freak Show on Facebook. Enjoy your evening, you luscious little freaks.
Welcome to the carnival, to the greatest show on earth. Welcome to the renowned universe. Four corners and have sails seven seas. Sensation for this brand new century. To the carnival. Welcome to my show, yeah. Step inside, let the revolution begin. Step inside, belong. Right on in, we got the tallest and the smallest and the baddest in the land. To be that curiosity as I beat on every man. Welcome to the carnival. Welcome to my free show, yeah. Le Freak, so chic.
Hello, everybody out there in TV land. I'm here, sweetie, darling. We're here to play the game, the Trivial Pursuit X. I am an influencer, if you didn't know. I am a very, very important influencer tonight. We also have next to me there, the king of karate or judo or some wonderful thing, Cyrus Native Whore. Woo! Wax on, wax off, Mr. Native.
Hi.
And we also have the wonderful from Las Vegas herself, the amazing Boobzilla.
Oh, hello. I'm just being a makeup artist. Thank you for having me.
Yes, I would have thought you would have had plenty of time during the COVID to do your makeup beforehand, but to each their own.
I thought this was the makeup tutorial.
Yes, well, you thought wrong again, dear, but that's okay. We'll be playing soon. And we also have from fabulous Fresno, California, the raisin capital of the world. The one, the only, he is absolutely amazing. He's performed for us many, many times, darling, sweeties. Maximus Orgasmo. Say hi, Maximus.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? We're not the raisin capital, but we are something that's not appropriate that I won't say on here, capital.
You're raisin meth.
We're the meth capital.
Yes, you're
raisin
Yeah.
for a part of time.
Wait,
I'm not
is
proud
that
of
official? Did you guys overtake Bakersfield?
No, Fresno was always the meth capital, I believe.
Wait, which one's meth?
Bakersfield. Fresno was always the meth capital. Bakersfield just used off. It was all made in Fresno and then shipped off to Bakersfield. Outsourcing, dear. Outsourcing like they do, with all the American products, and then they let the immigrants in Bakersfield take care of it. Okay, well, those at home, we might have some new people, so I'll explain the game. I have the questions. I'm going to ask these questions. I'm going to go robin around the room. We're going to attempt tonight. Don't worry, that's not a COVID nose blow. We're going to attempt tonight to have Cyrus check from home,
What up?
to have your answers. We'll read off your answers. And, of course, pick a prize, all right? Are you all ready there, darling sweeties, whatever you are?
I'm fantastically ready.
Oh, fantastically ready. Okay, let me see. Oh my, I can't see anything. It's just the COVID is just making my eyes unclear. Here we go. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was the drugs.
It's the COVID, the drugs. COVID is key for the drugs.
Oh,
Okay, here's a question for you all. What was KY Jelly's original purpose? Now, they made KY Jelly, but it wasn't for what it ended up being. There was an original purpose for it. What do you think, Cyrus?
I'd say it was a machine lubricant.
A machine lubricant. What about you, Boobzilla?
I was going to say machine lubricant, but now I'm going to say lubricant for Cyrus's bum.
Cyrus, well, no, because that's what it ended up being. What is the original purpose?
You're not ready.
No, it still works because I'm just saying that Cyrus is really old.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You're not ready for that.
He's younger than me, but older than my breast.
You're not ready.
Maximus Orgasmo, what is your answer to what was the original purpose of KY lubricant?
My answer would be to the machines of our daily driving.
Cars. Or do you drive something besides a car?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Are you lubing up your horse and carriage? Is that what's going on?
Maybe.
The raisin mobiles.
We got a good answer from the internet. Tracy EM Casea, good on toast. I like that.
That's what
KY and toast.
That's what it was made for. Was for toast.
Yeah, you could do like the maybe the hot and cold one, a little minty.
No, peanut butter and KY on toast.
Yeah. Like a fluffer, a KY butter, a cutter sandwich.
Any other answers before I give the real one?
No, Melissa just loved my twerking. Thank you.
Okay.
Join my OnlyFans.
www.hairyassversion.net.
It's true.
Okay, the original. Where was it? Here it is. The original purpose of the KY jelly was surgical lube.
Surgical, yeah. That makes sense.
So I win.
It says, thankfully, some enterprising surgeon thought, hey, you know what might be fun with this shit? I'm just reading the card. Do we have say hi to some of the people who've come in, Cyrus? Read off the names. They like to hear the names.
Michael Allen, Goat vs. Fish is here. Ambrosia Minge.
The Minge.
The Minge. The Tracy Casella. Hello.
Yes, Tracy.
David Caballero, I see is here. And Emmanuel Lemus. Okay, what is he? Let's see. Our next question is, it takes me a moment here. Okay. In 2015, a museum opened in Italy featuring artistic works with what theme? What was the theme of the artistic works in this museum in Italy that opened up in 2015? We'll start.
Are you saying artistic or autistic?
Artistic. If you don't know how to speak in fluencer, you will never get anywhere in life. Okay. You will never get the good pool nanny, as they say, if you don't speak influencer. Max, what is your
that's how that works.
Maximus' answer is dicks.
Dick, the theme of Dick. Boobzilla, my dear.
I'm going to say non-verbal performance or visual art, such as photos, videography, and of course, memes of titties and booties twerking.
First of all, I think you're making fun of my accent. I'm starting to take this a little too personal here. Secondly, I mean, you could be right. You could be right, but that's an awful broad theme. I think they want something more specific, but you could be. I don't know till I read the answer. Now, what about you, bald man in a bathrobe?
So in honor of your autistic paint artwork at the top, I'm going to say it was Rain Man themed.
Rain Man theme. So everything was from Kmart at 400 Oak Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see that the audience says roast beef curtains. I don't know.
Who is that?
Melissa K, roast beef curtains. You know, not the most practical form of curtain, but yeah, we'll go with it. Ambrosia Minge boobs, typical boobzilla. In honor of you, I'm suing. And Sarah Zaveski, our top fan. She's official top fan of the Diamond vagina painting. I could be vagina painting. That's very artistic.
Don't know until I read the answer. Autistic. I see somebody said autistic musings of dry humping situations.
I didn't see that one. I'm on a delay on my thing.
Yeah, that's I think sometimes you have to scroll back a little. I think they come in a little fast at times. That was Tracy. Ambrosia thinks we went to the same elocution host, Coach Boobzilla. I still think Boobzilla is mocking me, but I will let it go.
I would never mock you. I only mock myself and my terrible Julia Childs impersonation.
In 2015, it puts the sherry on its chicken. Okay. Now, in 2015, the museum opened featuring the artistic theme of feces. It was shit day at the museum.
Close to vagina painting. Yeah, why'd they tell me? I'm a feces artist. You should see the shits I do.
You got the shit, that's for sure.
Oh, I can paint a wall, no problem.
I have traveled the country with you, and you certainly do have some shit.
Yeah, I can remodel a whole household real quick, one blast.
I'm sorry, this COVID is just getting to me. Hold on a moment, everybody. Anybody joining us? Anybody to shout out to?
Nina joined us. Enrique Jr. Gallegos, shout out to you, buddy.
Enrique used to come to CIA all the time. See us. He's a wonderful, wonderful painter. Okay, let me see what else I can come up with. Anybody, anything else on the TV land, people?
No, we got it covered.
Okay. What did a woman do to a $30 million painting to shame herself? It was in a Denver, Colorado art gallery, okay? So in a Denver, Colorado art gallery, art, not autistic, artistic, what did a woman do to shame herself with a $30 million painting? What about you, Dojo Dick over there?
So Denver is home to the Illuminati New World Order Airport. I don't know if you guys know about this. And I say she queefed on that painting.
Queefed. The answer's queefed. And your answer there, Boobzilla?
I'm saying that she pulled out her tampon and put it on display and got 0 bids.
Yeah.
Okay, it was an art gallery, not necessarily an auction, but it could be. You never know. Not until I read the answer. Everybody has a chance here. Maximus, what do you think she did to shame herself with the painting?
Honestly, I think she shit on it.
Shit on it.
We got stuck a dildo to it and fucked it by Nina. Classic. I mean, it shames the painting more than herself, I'd say. And then Ambrosia Minge said she asked it what it was thinking and if it wanted to go to get breakfast. That's a good one, Ambrosia. That's a great way to really bring yourself down.
Yeah, there's a couple others. Sarah says, stick the brush in her vagina.
That was a old one. That was about pooping.
Oh, okay. Tracy says added a dick to it. All right, well, we'll see. Where was it now? What did a woman do to a $30 million painting to shame herself in a Denver art gallery? She rubbed her butt on it. It took 50 hours to repair the damage that she caused. But what kind of acid ass does she have?
Yeah, she needs to go to a doctor. What?
I want to have those superpowers in my butt.
Yeah.
What about you, Maximus? Have you ever rubbed your butt on anything and it took 5 hours to clean it up after? I know Cyrus has often.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it didn't take 5 hours to clean it up, but I have rubbed my butt on plenty of things.
Oh, we've all rubbed our butt on things. That's just what we do. Even I, an influencer, I often rub my butt. That's how I get my biggest accounts sometimes. Okay. So let's take a moment there. If Boobzilla can stop doing her makeup. Let's see what's going on in her life. Boobzilla, tell us where you are, what you do. Show us one of your endurance feats that you might have ready, something going on.
Well, if you have been following on my page today, you would have seen that I announced that we've got BoobTube airing again on Cabin Fever live stream on Twitch. I've posted the links on my wall. So every Saturday I have this ongoing talk show on Twitch where we do some live improv comedy, talk about memories of my past. This week we are featuring a gentleman called Bear Lee, someone who I toured with before. He kind of disappeared from the performance industry from a lot of people, and everybody's all like, what happened to Bear Lee? Well, now you can ask him, find out what he's been up to. And we're going to be doing just a small performance segment and things like that throughout. It's a free show. And this week, starting this week and going from here on out, when we collect donations, as we do, not only are we donating them to the gig workers who don't qualify for assistance or unemployment, but we're donating to the NAACP for the protesters.
Good job. She told us the whole goddamn show.
You're welcome.
So show us what you do. Tell everybody what you do.
One of the things that I do is called the human blockhead. This time I'll be doing it with a hairpin. Notice it does not bend, break, or retract. I don't want there to be any skeptics in the audience, so I'm going to show you how a COVID test is pretty much done. Now I'm going to shove this finger up my nose to demonstrate that there is, in fact,
real Christopher Roy, she should have.
Real snot inside. Now notice that this hairpin is going to go all the way up my nose without a rubber hose. Yeah. And it's going to go all the way to my skull. Now hopefully I don't die when I extract this, and hopefully I don't have any more mental damage afterwards.
There's no way you could have any more mental damage than you do already, dear. Just pull the thing out, dear.
Rude. And there we go.
That was quite tasty looking. Thank you. That's Boobzilla, everybody. Give it up for Boobzilla out there. Oh, Christopher said, oh, hi, Christopher. Yes, I agree with you, Christopher. She should have gotten camera ready first, but that's her. That's her joy. That's her Marie Kondo thing. I don't know.
I thought this was a makeup tutorial. I thought you would appreciate it. Go to hell.
Well, there you go thinking, dear. You never quite do that properly, though, do you? Okay, we're going to carry on with the questions here, and then we'll get to Maximus. We'll find out something fun about him, I'm sure, that won't take nearly as long. Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is called formicophilia. Okay? Formicophilia is a sexual fetish for small creatures doing what? Formicophilia is a sexual fetish about a small creature doing something.
Can you spell that?
Formicophilia. Formicophilia.
Okay.
So, okay there, bald bathrobe man. What is your...
I believe Richard Gere had it, and it is a fetish for gerbils crawling up your butt.
For small creatures crawling up your...
Yeah.
Okay, and Boobzilla, answer please.
Animals in the butt.
Animals in the butt. And then Maximus Orgasmo, what is your answer?
Are you Googling down there, Maxwell? Do you have a laptop and you're Googling? Are you Googling down there?
Do you want me to Google? Because I'll start Googling.
No, we don't.
I mean, I'll start Googling and cheating, but I'm not. But honestly, I have no idea what that is. So I'm just gonna guess jacking off.
So it's about small creatures jacking off. So you're watching a mouse masturbate. Is that what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could be. Who knows? Could very well be. Hi, Burton Schaefer. How are you? Okay. What? Anything at home going on?
Tracy's got the nasty McFasty humana humana. I'm not sure what language that is, but that could be right. Nina and Ellie dragging their asses across a Formica coffee table. I'll be specific. Formica.
Yeah, Formica.
What is Formica? Is that what the IKEA's made out of?
No,
That's
IKEA's made out of. Yeah, it's like your countertop in your kitchen. No, not in yours. You've got that 1920s tile. It's like that.
Yeah, I got that nice tile.
My
Classic.
kitchen used to be before I remodeled this way.
Sarah saying have their own little orgy in your anus. The Richard Gere fetish. Ambrosia Minge reenacting scenes from A Streetcar Named Desire in French. I'd like to see that play, actually.
I would love to see little creatures perform. Blanche, Stella. Okay.
Yeah. Christopher Roy, hot. He's into it. And Ambrosia Minge, Formica is a plastic laminate. Thank you.
Well, there you go. Well, let's see who might have come close to this. Formicophilia is a sexual fetish it's a sexual fetish for small creatures doing crawling all over your genitalia. It's when you like to have small creatures crawl over your genitals.
I mean,
not into them.
That is illegal.
On them. So,
how small does a creature have to be considered formicophilia?
I don't know. It doesn't say that there's any kind of size restriction. Yeah. I don't think there's a size minimum. I think there might be a size maximum in this.
Fair enough.
Well, the beauty of this is you learn something every day.
Is Chihuahua still formicophilia, or is that too big?
Pardon? I can't hear you, Cyrus. You're frozen up there. I don't know what's happening. It looks like Maximus might have.
I said, can we unlearn that one?
You can't unlearn it. No, you cannot unlearn it once you know it. Okay, Maximus, are you with us? It looks like you might have froze. Are you back?
I'm here.
Okay. I want you to tell the wonderful viewing audience, our thousands and thousands, and we have a Nielsen ratings of millions watching. So please, because I'm an influencer. So please tell us about yourself. Where do you come from? What do you do? Where do you have any special abilities you'd like to tout?
I'm here in California's armpit of Fresno, California. And basically, I do drag as a drag king. And I have lots of fun doing drag, basically, just harassing people, challenging the norms, and being myself, pretty much. So, yeah, here I am, and here I will always be.
Maximus is an amazing drag king, and I have to say one thing in defense of Fresno: they have the best weirdos in the world.
That is true.
Don't you think so, there, Dojo?
Fantastic. I remember at our last venue, there was a hobo started almost burned out a building behind our venue. Top tier tomfooleries happening out in Fresno.
Just one that you saw, though, to be honest, because there was multiple.
Well,
just one that you know of.
At the previous venue, there was a few of them setting fire to the pavement. They were in the middle of the street trying to set it on fire. So I think there's a pyro thing that happens in Fresno.
Yeah.
Over across the street from the previous venue, that is because that is known as a local homeless encampment. But you know what? That's another subject for another time. So moving on.
Moving on up.
I think we had a follow-up question from our last question.
Okay.
Ambrosia Ninja. So what's the difference between having philia and having crabs? I think it's a great question. They're not furry, Ambrosia. They're not furry.
Well, no, I don't think there's any difference. I think The difference is you can have crabs and not have formicophilia. But if you do have formicophilia and you have crabs, you're going to really enjoy it and not want to get rid of them. I think that's the distinction.
Could be a blessing.
Could be a blessing in disguise or the skies. I don't remember how that saying goes because I'm an influencer and I don't know shit. Oh my God, Boobzilla, did you die? I guess not.
Nice.
Okay. What would you do with a Finger Marie? It's an item called a Finger Marie. What would you do with that? How about you, Maximus? What do you think you would do with a Finger Marie?
I feel like I would eat it.
You would eat a Finger Marie. How about you, Boobzilla?
I mean, it almost sounds like, the ladyfinger cookies and stuff like that, but I'm sure it's probably something dumb. So I'm going to say you paint with it.
You paint with it. A paint with a Finger Marie. And you there, soon-to-be serial killer.
I say you paint with it.
Paint. So I've got 2 paints. And what was yours again, Orgasma?
I would eat it.
Eat it. Okay. Go ahead to the viewership.
Viewership has not chimed in. I think I might have frozen the live stream.
Okay, let me look. Sarah says never leave home. That's what you would do with a Finger Marie. Lick them, Tracy says. Tawdre says slices and dices with the flick of a bean. I'm not sure what that means. I think she's masturbating there. Oh my. Nom, 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 nom from Tracy. Oh my God, I just checked my Instagram and I'm down 40 million followers. Why did I decide to do this show? Oh, my brands are not going to pay me. Okay, a Finger Marie. Let's see. What would you do with a Finger Marie? Anita says it's self-explanatory. You would eat it. It's a brand of biscuit in Sweden.
I think they're pretty good. I think I've had them before.
No, you've had Marie's Finger.
That was also pretty good.
After it was in your anus. Dirty Sanchez's for the house.
Made it taste a little earthiness to it. A little extra razzle dazzle.
But does it taste like Marie though?
Tastes like a little bit of Marie, a little bit of me, and a little bit of Marie.
Oh, great.
A little bit of isn't that Mambo number 12? A little bit of Marie and a little bit of me and a little bit of my ass and a little bit of Monica and a little bit of Chandler.
That escalated far too quickly for my comfort.
Yeah. Tawdra is seriously not touching herself for the 3rd time today. Burton Shape, hello Burton. It says use Donny Osmond sock. That's what Finger Marie is. I guess that's a incestuous joke from Burton. We love Burton.
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
Naughty, naughty. I'm an influencer.
Where do you most you're influencing? Are you an Instagrammer? Are you a YouTuber?
The world, darling, the world. I'm influencing everything. I'm getting money. I'm getting brands. I'm walking. I'm talking. I'm doing this. Everybody wants my voice on their stuff, and it just happens. And one day I'm down to no followers, and the next day I'm up to 50 million, and then I get free champagne and free this, and then I've got to pay. I don't know. I'm an influencer. Don't ask me how. I just do it.
Are you? You spend a lot of time on the internet. I get to see you influence out there. Is this?
Trust me, I'm influencing. You just may not like the influence that's coming across. Okay, so. Okay, what do we got here? What's the question from here? Somebody with anatidophobia is scared of what? Anatidophobia. What are they scared of? It's ANATIDAE phobia. What are these non-influencers scared of from Anatidophobia. How about you, Boobzilla? Let's start with you this time. And
Phobia of anteaters. They're afraid of anteaters.
They're afraid of, could be, I don't know until the answer's read. So you very well could be correct. How about you, Maximus Orgasmo?
I'm also going to agree with Boobzilla and say it has something to do with being afraid of anteaters.
You're all sheep following one another. Be an influencer.
I'm listening. I'm listening to the medical terminology here, so this is why I'm going with it.
You've got to listen to the voices inside your head if you want to be an influencer. How about you, Dojo Dumbbell over there?
I would say it's fear of women named Anna T.
Anna, because you've met many of those Anna T's.
Not good people, man. Okay. Really strange folks. Weird vaginas. Do not recommend.
Wait, why are you body shaming their vaginas? What's wrong with your vagina? Have you accepted your vagina the way it is? What's the matter with yours?
Mine's perfect. Mine's pristine, top notch.
Yours is like this.
Yeah, like that, except orange.
I've accepted my vagina as the Lord and Savior. Have you?
No.
Okay. Let's see here. Smell my finger. She's under the influence. Burton Schaefer. Let's see. Boobzilla, are you drinking coconut water again?
Are you? What drugs are you on? What kind of coconut water looks like this? How dare you? It is apple pie moonshine. Rude.
That looks like peachy.
Tracy, she's drinking her own urine.
Yeah.
If I am peeing this color, I need medical attention stat.
Well, we knew that one already. Burton Schaefer, he thinks it's the fear of inverted nipples. Tracy thinks it's the fear of butt pimples. Nina thinks it's the fear of ants crawling on your genitalia.
Who's inverted nipples? That was a funny one. Who's that?
Yeah, go back. Burton Schaefer.
That was a good one, Burton. I like that one.
Asymmetrical boobs from Sarah. Ambrosia says it's a fear of insects crawling into your orifices. Tawdry says all vaginas may seem odd, like she would know what a vagina looks like. Okay. Ambrosia says, Cyrus, sweep the leg. I don't know what that means. You know what that means?
I'm picking up the putting down, Ambrosia. I got you.
Can you do it now, or is that something like you're going to do with her later when no one's around?
Yeah, it's best. No one needs to see what the leg sweep. It could be traumatic for a lot of people.
Okay, that's fine.
That's getting saved for Pornhub.
Yeah, okay. You don't give that away for free. You gotta make them pay.
Burton Schaefer says he's in touch with his vagina, so
we're good for Burton. I
think Tawdry's got somebody peeing on her. I'm not sure. She said something about being pissed on over there. Okay. Someone with anadactyphobia feels being watched by a duck.
What?
You're afraid of being watched by a duck.
Well, they are hateful SOBs, so.
What'd you say?
I mean, they are hateful sons of bitches, so.
They are. I pick on you, but you're really quite right most of the time. They are hateful sons of bitches.
Now, do you influence the duck audience?
Have you been threatened by a duck there, Maximus? You look awful frightened right now.
Honestly, yes, because I was thinking something totally different, and that just makes me afraid for the
humanity
ducks and the goslings down at the little local water hole, the man-made water hole.
I didn't know Ryan lived out there in Fresno.
Is that his summer home?
You'd be surprised. He makes some appearances.
Yeah. He likes the summer in Fresno.
Yes.
Was he going to do work on the high-speed rail line before it got shut down? Is that what he was doing?
No, he likes to come hang out with the gays.
Ooh,
Nice.
who wouldn't?
Maybe
They're
light,
all-
light, light a couple fires with the homeless. Mix it up a little bit.
I'm scared. I think we need to send somebody to Ambrosia Minge's home. She says she's being watched by a duck right now.
Mm.
Oh man, and those cats aren't useful for protecting her from nothing. They're only good for like laying around and being super cute.
Don't talk about her pussy in that manner.
I'll talk about both of her pussies any way I please. In fact, I enjoy going over to Ambrosia's house and petting both of her pussies at the same time.
Well, there you go, folks. You learn something new every day. Ambrosia has 2 pussies. Okay, we're going to move along. Cyrus, is there anything you'd like to announce or say or do or do a leg sweep or swallow some hot dogs?
No, follow me on Instagram, Cyrus the Clown.
Cyrus the Clown on Instagram. Now, I also want to point out that each one of these people in the corner has a Venmo. If you like, tip them. We're all out of work. I'm an influencer, darling. I can always use your help. But everybody's a fabulous entertainer, and they could use your tips. We have Venmo at Boobzilla, Venmo at GDOMINICH. I don't know how
G Dominic H.
G Dominic H. And we have Venmo at Cyrus Native4. And my Venmo, you can send it to my assistant, Tuesday T. Okay. We've got a little, Ambrosia wants you to come pet her pussies, Boobzilla. Bye, Burton Schaefer. We love you. He has to go slip away. Tawdry wants to plug her OnlyFans again, which is www.onlyfans.org/Tawdry's Cunt is Gray. Yes, no cunty for old men, Tawdry. That should be your that should be your autobiography title. No cunty for old men. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, here you go. If you have an unhealthy interest in cross-bedding and slatty cleavages, what are you into? Cross-bedding and slatty cleavages. What are you into? Okay, let's go to you, Maximus. What do you think that is? What do you think you're into if you have slatty cleavages and cross-bedding, if you are into that?
Gambling in Vegas.
Gambling in Vegas. That's a good answer. Good answer. We will find out momentarily, dear. You could be correct. What about you, Boobzilla? Now that you're all made up and beautiful, and you still have a dirty towel on your head, but that's okay.
What are you talking about? I came fresh out of the shower like this. Rude. How dare you? Meanwhile, I'm going to say that it sounds like something that rock climbers and hikers would do.
Slatty cleavages and cross-bedding, you're into like hiking or rock climbing. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Could be. We'll find the answer momentarily. What about you there? I don't. What? Are you a rapist or something? You're wearing a bathrobe. I don't understand.
I am clearly.
My hair is wet.
You're senseless. Is that what you said, Boobzilla?
My hair is wet.
Oh, okay.
But what did you say, Cyrus? You're senseless, or?
I'm a sensei. I influence karate chops. Like you influence.
You
people
don't
allegedly.
influence like I do.
I influence the fist.
Okay.
And the foot.
Okay, let's see. Tawdry thinks Cyrus is an Armenian god.
Tawdry, you're right. Correct.
Tawdry also thinks that if you're into slatty cleavages and cross-bedding, you're into phenobarbital enemas. Which
legit.
I have to admit, I've influenced many people to get those. They're quite fun. Quite a good time. Boobzilla. Oh no, I'm sorry. Sarah Zavetsky said public sex in an IKEA store.
Ooh.
Nina is into building construction. Could be, I don't know. Anthony Collada says smelling used panties out of a vending machine. I don't know where these vending machines are, but I'm
There.
sure they're making
They're
Japan.
Japan. Answer is Japan. It's
Oh,
always
they,
Japan.
they have them in Japan.
Oh, they got them in Japan. Trust me.
I've
Why
done
do
my
you think, why do you
research.
think I'm in a dojo right now?
Because nobody else will take you. Okay. Ambrosia thinks I'm the headmistress at a British boarding school. I mean, I'm influencing, darling. I could be that as well. I do a lot of. I'm too many. My hands are in many pots, as they say. Okay. Tracy says the only thing that I influence is pork chops. No, darling, I season them and eat them quite often. Okay, now the answer to that, where was it again? What was the answer? If you have an unhealthy interest in cross-bedding and slutty cleavages, you are into geology. So I think that Boobzilla's actually got that one. Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
You know what? Fuck you. I've been making some great educated guesses.
Well, you've been making some great guesses. I would give you that much.
Ambrosia, have you ever tried to break a rock with your boobs?
Ambrosia or Boobzilla? Who that?
Oh, Boobzilla, sorry.
Where you been, man? I've got like footage on my YouTube channel of me breaking concrete bricks with my boobs.
Oh,
check it out. The amazing Boobzilla on YouTube breaks concrete bricks with her boobs.
Oh, here we go. Another very long story.
How many blocks can you break?
As many as that can be stacked up. My record is 3 at a time on fire, Karate Kid style.
Nice.
That's really impressive.
Yeah.
I can't tell you more. I'll get yelled at by the gamer mod.
Oh,
The D&D Dungeon Master.
I'm sorry. I've got to influence people now.
She's going to cast Magic Missile on us.
What erotic honeymoon gift did the royals William and Kate receive in the high? And you know, I should be able to pronounce this word, but it's a country. Is it called Seychelles? Seychelles. The Seychelles.
Yeah, I think it's called Seychelles, sir.
Yeah, Seychelles.
Okay. Yeah. So what erotic honeymoon gift did the royals William and Kate receive in the Seychelles? What about you, Cyrus?
I would say they got a sex doll.
They got a sex doll. It could be.
Yeah.
Don't know yet. I mean, I've you know, the last time you know, that the world was supposed to end, I got 200 of them, filled them with helium, released them outside a Catholic church, and left just shoes laying there. So all these people thought, oh no, the rapture happened and I'm left behind. It was quite funny. Okay. What about your answer, Boobzilla?
I'm going to say that they got something super kinky for white people, as in a pair of handcuffs.
Well, that's very kinky for white people. White people, handcuffs are like, ooh.
Yeah, it's like right to the deep end with them.
Yeah. And Maximus Orgasmo, sir, what do you have to?
I can see the toy in my head, but I think it's called a Cybin or something like that. It's wow. You sit on it.
Oh, the Sibian.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that.
They got the Seychelles Sibian they were given. Okay, let's see. Tracy thinks it's anal lube. Boobzilla can do anything with those boobs. She fixed my car with them, Ambrosia said.
True.
Nina says sex toys made from the... I can't even say this one with a straight face. Sex toys made from the Queen's discarded hair clipping.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. That was my vote for the best of the night.
That's...
Well, maybe not. Ambrosia Minge comes right up next to her, right up behind her, and says, Peter Dinklage. Oh, Anthony Collada says a strap-on. Sarah Collada says a hand-woven sex swing. Let's see. What erotic honeymoon gift did the royals William and Kate receive in the Seychelles? Coco de Mam nut. Somebody's got something happening there. Coco de Manut, the world's largest seed. It resembles a pair of female buttocks.
Whack.
What are you supposed to do
Whack.
with
Yeah.
that?
Can't even fuck that.
I'm sorry. Who is it? Hasbro. This Trivial Pursuit X is not filthy enough, Hasbro. I don't
Whack.
Okay, let's see where we at. Okay, we're gonna do like a couple more, and then we're gonna pick the winner. And I think you all are amazing, Boobsilly. You know, it was worth the wait to see how pretty you look. No, it was worth the wait. You look gorgeous. Maximus, always a pleasure to see you, sir. What?
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be in your presence.
Well, yes, I knew that.
Just had to reiterate it, that's all.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Okay. I didn't even know why that question is in there. That sucks.
Big hair reveal there, Boobzilla.
I mean, look, my hair just dried and it styled itself. I told you, like, it just got out of the shower like this. It's like, bam.
I was gonna say it doesn't look wet anymore.
Yeah, see, this turbo twist is amazing. Now they need to stop.
Go. Okay, that's much better than when I'm glad you took that dirty towel off your head. You look wonderful. Okay, here we go. Here's one. Eproctophilia is a fetish that explores sexual arousal from what? Eproctophilia. Eproctophilia is a fetish that explores sexual arousal from blank. Maximus, an answer.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. Ectoplasm.
Sexual arousal from ectoplasm. Okay.
Yeah.
Cyrus, is that a little?
I say it's
for you as well.
I say arousal by noses.
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 The nose. You get turned on by the nose. Okay, Boobzilla, what is your answer today?
I'm going to say that it's derived off of breath play. Like people like breath play, like people like just on you.
Oh, breathing on you.
Yeah, like, you know, causing like hair on the back of the neck, kind of stuff like that, almost like that kind of breath play versus like the choking one.
Oh, could be. Anita Minnelli says it's from stepping on a Lego.
Ooh, very kinky.
No, Ambrosia, I don't think Cyrus is going to do a karate demonstration, but you know, he might. Stepping on a Lego. Tracy Casala says the Queen's hat clippings complete with dandruff. Ambrosia Minge thinks it's broccoli dressed up as George Clooney. I think she's been drinking. She thinks it's sexual arousal from when you dress up broccoli as George Clooney. I think that requires a lot of work. And personally, anything that requires that much work is not sexually arousing to me.
It sounds oddly specific. I think
I can deal with the oddly specific. I can't deal with all that work involved. Okay.
Sounds like someone just confessed their fetish on our show.
The pandas up. What do you think?
No. I was just going to ask if I get extra points or any points at all for pointing out that Cyrus looks like a high karate ad.
I think you're having sexual arousal from the old smells of your father. High karate hasn't been around for years, dear. You're showing your age.
I'm just saying he looks like a high karate ad.
Yes.
What is high karate at?
High karate was a men's cologne back in the 70s, and there was a commercial with the guy going, ha!
Oh.
But high karate stayed to high fucking heaven. It was like.
Was that guy bald too?
It was like the Axe body spray of the 70s was high karate.
That's awesome.
I wasn't even alive in the 70s, and I even know about that shit.
Yes, you were. Don't lie to my people. I'm an influencer. I will tell them that you are and were. Okay. All right. Let's see. We want drunk bro. Well, I don't know what that means. Audrey. Sarah says humping weird seeds. Ambrosia says she has been drinking. So what? Dave Merhead. I can never say his name. I get at the end of the night he always pops in. But watch Rami. Rami starts tomorrow. Rami on Hulu. It's an amazing show. Dave writes for it. It's great. We love it. Patrick Booher is watching. Did I ask you all? Did you all give me your answer? Yes, you did. Breath play. Yeah. And what was yours, Maximus?
I don't remember now.
Okay, and you said nose, I remember there. Erectophilia is a fetish that explores the sexual arousal of thoughts. Flatulence. Thoughts.
Well, it's kind of like breath play. It's like butt breath play.
Butt breath play. It is. But I can't, it's not close enough. I mean, yes, your mouth can be close to an ass when you're eating it, but it's not the same. I'm sorry. I can't. But I mean, I think there are a lot of people that like the Dutch ovens.
What about all those politicians that are constantly talking out of their ass? Don't I get something for this?
You can get ectophilia relation or whatever that is.
If there's politicians talking out the ass, you're getting nothing from it. That's just the reality of life, dear. You're getting absolutely nothing from it. Okay, well, that was that one. Let's try one more before we leave for the night. And on a good note, Cyrus, have you an idea who might be the winner? We'll give it one.
I got an idea.
Okay.
I got an idea unless someone changed it on this one.
This is the one. Okay, all you at home, get ready. We're going to do this. I'm an influencer, remember? Look at my home that the influencers purchased, okay? Look at that.
Green screen. It's a green screen home. Fake news.
No, it's my home. Look at that. What's his name? He was in that movie La Bamba. What's his name?
Richie Valens.
Huh?
Richie Valens.
Yes, Richie Valens in the movie La Bamba. Isn't that a fabulous portrait of him? Because I'm an influencer and I get things.
Who are you influencing? The Richie Valens geriatric group?
I feel like
What's his name? What is his name? Edward James Olmos, I think, was his name.
I think so.
You know, so I got these pictures. I got this sofa. I've got all this stuff. Okay, let me see if this is a good one. Okay. It takes me a moment. Okay. There's a certain animal out there. I think this could go either way, darling. As an influencer, sometimes I cannot predict everything. But I usually spot on. Okay, there's an animal out there who's known to indulge in a spot of penis fencing. They come out, the two males will come out and they'll sword fight. What animal is that? What do you think it is there? I think I'll go to the sword fighting expert, Cyrus. What do you think?
So are they docking? What's happening? I'd say whales. I feel like whales would play with their dicks.
Whales would sword fight. Is that what you call it, docking?
Docking is when two penises touch.
No, they're not touching. They're actually, they're touching, but they're fighting. They're like, you know, bing, 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 on guard.
I've got a lightsaber duel.
It's like, dude, on guard with that penis. Okay, Boobzilla, what animal? You look frightened, my dear. Don't be frightened. The animal will not sword fight with you unless you ask it nicely. Now, what animal do you think is the sword fighting?
Look, I'm very disturbed by the ASL interpretations that are being done over this conversation. Like, that translation was terrifying. But I'm going to put my money on birds, because birds have terrible, weird, crooked, evil penises that have like horns and shit. So I'm going to put it on birds.
All right.
That's why ducks are so frightening and so nasty, because they have corkscrew dicks. And after they put it in, it hurts the female to take it out, and once they take it out, it falls off, and the duck grows a new one. I would be a mess too. I would be angry all the time. I'm like, is it there yet? Can I fuck again? How long do I have to wait? Maximus, what do you think the answer is?
I'm gonna go with lizards, because I've seen some lizards tear each other apart.
I didn't know Hillary Clinton had a penis, but that's okay. Lizard
I wasn't
people.
talking about that kind of a lizard, but
Oh,
okay.
just regular geckos, like in the commercial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me read. Ambrosia does not think my stairs are not up to code. Okay. Come over and sit on them. We'll see, dear. Come over and walk down them. Frat boys. Ambrosia says frat boys. Nina says drunk frat boys. Sarah says frat boys. Spider monkeys. Tracy says spider monkeys because she saw them do it at the Playboy Mansion. Patrick Buher says that docking is with the foreskin. It's when the foreskin's kind
That's true. That's true. That's a good point. Good point. Good point. Point taken.
So, Sarah says, holy shit. Nina says, you got the better half. You got the better boobs, Nina. Okay, well, I guess no. So, okay, which animal is known to indulge in a spot of penis fencing? Okay, the answer is the bonobo.
Oh, that makes sense.
They also apparently enjoy oral sex and are the only non-humans to have face-to-face sex. Every other animal does it backwards, like, how do you want to do it? Is that go to ESL for reverse for doggy style, Boobzilla?
Oh, so good. So the bonobos also get disappointed in sex like the rest of us. That's good to know.
Yeah, so just
Maximus,
I guess. So the closest thing to have sex like humans. All right, Cyrus.
First, I have a question for Maximus. When's the bonobo sword fighting drag king act going to happen?
Very soon, actually. I'm planning on it as of now. So very, very soon.
Yeah. It's a good one. Keep that one in the back pocket. That one's going to be a big
bonobo drag king sword fighting coming near you soon. On YouTube.
Ambrosia thinks it was actually Ambrosia says that was David. It wasn't it wasn't at the Playboy Mansion. It wasn't Spider Monkeys. That was David Spade and Polly Shore that Tracy saw fencing penises at the Playboy Mansion. Nina's upset because some guy watched our show and said her boobs were uneven. I don't remember, but people are people.
Haters gonna hate.
I'm sorry. Are my boobs uneven? Oh no.
One's always bigger than the other, though. Isn't it?
On that note, Cyrus, who do you think had the best answer in a TV audience?
Burden. He had inverted nipples. Really made me laugh a lot.
Burden Schaefer, I know you've gone. We'll send you the message. You'll get some little gift from us for playing with us. I want to thank everybody. But I'm an influencer, so I don't have to. But I'm going to mention everybody's name. Venmo at Cyrus Naderpour, because we need to get him a clean robe. Venmo at Boobzilla, because she's frightening like a duck. Venmo at G Dominic H, just because Maximus is fabulous. He's one hell of a dude. And we love you all out there in TV land. Next week is the first Thursday of the month. So because Cyrus and I have a lot of things starting to come up in our lives, even though we're quarantined, we have projects that we have to work on.
Lots of influencing to do.
A lot of influencing to do. So what's going to happen is we're not going to stop this show. We're only going to the first and the third Thursdays of every month. Okay? So check out the Facebook page for who our guests will be next Thursday. Then we'll take a week off. Then we'll come back, and it'll be every other Thursday. Because we don't want to lose you people. We love you. We love that you play along with us and to see our wackiness each week. So, all right. Well, see you all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Get the fuck out of my house, everybody. Please. I'm done. I've got influencing to do.